Good morning, everyone. Here, there, and everywhere, and on Facebook World too. And for those who are joining us this morning, one of the things that has come out of all of change, nothing changes but the changes, like as they say, is I want to tell everybody we had HEPA filters installed before we even came back July 4th. And the HEPA filters are the ones that help filter out any kind of germs and viruses. I'm not saying they're 100%, but I wanted you to all know that. I'm back from Puerto Rico, my son's wedding. It was wonderful. This is the Center for Spiritual Living, Pleasant Valley. I am Reverend Pam Gagan. It's wonderful to be with you. And here's who we are. And who is with us today is not only our wonderful Reverend Dr. Sue Rubin, who's giving our talk and offering so much more, but also Rev Lynn Chaplin-Noe, Buzz Noe, Marcia Beebe, and all of you. And it is wonderful to have you with us. And if I have not met you before, afterwards, or just before the end of the service, I would love to have you introduce yourselves. But right now, it is my honor and privilege to introduce Reverend Lynn Chaplin-Noe with our Candles of Faith and our who we are and what we do. Look at you with the, you match. You called.
I match. Good morning, everybody. We are the Center for Spiritual Living, Pleasant Valley, and our vision is awakening humanity to its spiritual magnificence. And the way we do that, especially right here, is teaching and demonstrating spiritual principles for living an abundant and fulfilling life in a welcoming and compassionate community. And we have the flames of faith, not right here with us, but we have this wonderful picture of Dr. Sue and Marcia and Rev Pam lighting the candles of faith. We honor all religions that step forward in love. Buddhism, Judaism, Hinduism, Baha'i, Christianity, New Thought, all religions that step forward in love. There's that one fine thread that connects all religions, and that fine thread is love. We are love, we come from love, and we honor our oneness within us all. And now Marcia is rushing here, just rushing here to the platform. Rushing it. Marcia.
Thank you, Reverend Lynn. Reverend Betty Ann was the heart of our center, and she's still with us. And these are her wonderful affirmations that we can read together and share the upliftment. Please join me. I am God's beloved light in the world. I illuminate every path wherever I go, bringing good into every circumstance. I say yes to life. And together we say, and so it is. And together we welcome back Rev Pam to the podium.
And today is the topic is I Sing the Body Electric. And so I had tried to choose songs that were, Dr. Sue's trying to cajole a dog here in her lap. I try to sing. I try to put YouTubes in that match what is happening with the talk, and so. This is Daniel Namaud with If This Is My Last Song, and it's about what's really important, not the body more or less, but who we are and what we do. So enjoy.
If this is my last song, if this is my final day, if tomorrow I'll be gone, what do I want to say? If this is my last song, if it's my time to go, when my body's moved on, what will I have to show? No, not fortune or fame, they scatter to the wind. The things that make a name just don't matter in the end. But is the world a little more peaceful? Oceans and sky a little more blue? Is humankind a little bit wiser about the good that we can do? Does the sun shine a little bit brighter where before there was only rain? If so, then I'm glad I came. If these are my last words for all of the earth to hear, if all that I have ever been is about to disappear, if these are my last words, there's nothing that I need to say. I have only tried to serve. It's never been about talking anyway. So much hurt there is to heal, it's hard to understand. All I can hope to feel is that I am doing what I can. Is the world a little more peaceful? Oceans and sky a little more blue? Is humankind a little bit wiser about the good that we can do? Does the sun shine a little bit brighter where before there was only rain? If so, then I'm glad I came. Have I given hope to the hopeless? Has a hungry soul been fed? Has a child stood a little bit taller 'cause of something that I said? Have I left a little kindness? Have I eased a little pain? If so, then I'm glad I came. For that, I'm so glad I came. If this is my last song, what do I leave behind? What do I pass on if I am out of time?
Good morning, everyone. My favorite slide there was the little boy and the dog praying just before bedtime. It was so sweet. Anyway, welcome all. I'm Pamela Bailey, lead practitioner here, and I'm going to give us an opening treatment. So please join me. Oh, on this beautiful, beautiful, almost summer day, here we are. And I'm grateful to be here in this place with these people, with this message, in this body. And I'm grateful for each and every one of you here and on Facebook and looking at this later. This is just a wonderful time, and today we're celebrating the body in which we live our life as we're here on earth. And knowing that it is all part of that divine plan. It is literally all God. And as all God, each and every one of us is a unique individuation of that godness. And together, we are a group of wonderful ideas. We create wonderful ideas, wonderful thoughts, wonderful things, but particularly we live in that consciousness we choose, which is that consciousness of it is all God, love is the strongest power, and law allows it to move forward, and we know what those laws are. So in this place of today, as all things are swirling and change about us, knowing that there is always the truth. That truth is that God is everywhere present and all is unfolding perfectly, even when I don't see it. So this day, this precious day, I give thanks for every person here. I give thanks for the possibilities of joy, of love, of sharing, of wellness, the possibilities of compassion and healing, and the possibility that truth and the right path is being revealed right here and right now, in each and every one of us, and knowing that each and every one of us here is here by divine appointment. I give thanks for all people here. I give thanks for all persons involved in this wonderful celebration, and I close this prayer with, and so it is. And now, da-da-da-da, we have What's the Buzz? And here is a buzz. Tell me what's happening. What's a buzz? Tell me what's happening. Here's the buzz.
Here's what's happening this week. So I wish to welcome you all to this June 2nd Sunday. Our Sunday service has so far been making this a real fun day. Our beloved Dr. Sue will soon be giving us our Sunday lesson. I Sing the Body Electric is the title of her session. I'm sure it will provide for us the divine connection we seek. And for now, here are the announcements for this week. Morning Mindfulness is back again on Wednesday mornings at 9. These meditations with Reverend Pam will connect you with the divine. It happens Wednesday, June 15th at 9 a.m. on Facebook Live. This morning meditation is an event that will allow you to thrive. Finding the Wellspring of Wisdom is Rev Pam's title for this week. It will help you to achieve the perfect life that you seek. At 7 p.m. on Thursdays on Facebook Live, our midweek spiritual uplift will boost your divine drive. Reverend Lynn Chaplain-Noe will be our host for this week's session. Dance Accepts Everybody is the title and the theme of her uplifting lesson. The next session of our social club event will be taking place later this month. On each fourth Sunday, this gathering takes place and gets you ready for lunch. It'll happen on June 26th, right after our Sunday lesson. We will connect with each other socially in this very entertaining session. Doing that in a more positive way is how we will be guided, and some light refreshments for all of the attendees will also be provided. And this month we will be having a potluck luncheon. So there's a sign-up sheet back on the counter, so please let us know what we'll be munching. Thank you for doing that. And the Tuesday Zoom call with Tuesday Zoom call with our other center will be happening again this We, what else is next here? Oh, sorry. 4:30 p.m. on the fourth Sunday of this month, Lisa Coffey will be hosting a class you will want. The wisdom of Vedanta enlightens our lives, thereby ensuring our divine purpose thrives. It'll happen June 26th and will be again live on Zoom. Her new guest and the new theme will be announced real soon. You can tune in to Lisa right after our Sunday lesson. Constant Contact has the Zoom link for this enlightening session. Yeah, the bookstore sale. Let me see here. Somewhere I have that. I could read it, but I've lost the track of the pages. Oh, sorry. Here it is. We're continuing the 2-for-1 sale going on in the bookstore. It remains incredibly well stocked with fantastic things galore. There are lots of books and jewelry in stock that will give your life much glee. And once again, when you buy something you want, you get something else for free. And please keep in mind our center is here for you. Please let us know what we can do. The spiritual treatment that we provide will reveal your perfection and allow you to thrive. You can always leave a request by phone or send us an email from wherever you roam. We are excited that we're now able to gather together here live, and our center is still dedicated to help us all thrive. Your loving donations keep our center going, so we can be here to keep your wellness flowing. Later, we will list the online ways to give, so please donate from wherever you live. And 2 other places where you can lend a hand. Please do give them whatever you can. Ventura County Rescue Mission provides the homeless with much good, and the Ventura County Food Share feeds the needy in our hood. A reminder that our center is part of Ralph's Community Contribution Program. A portion of whatever you spend at the store gives our center a small donation or more. Please do sign up or simply renew, and Ralph's will contribute at no cost to you. Our center's code number is JE859. You can sign up at the store, or you can do it online. Another way to help our center for a while is to shop online using Amazon Smile. When you complete your purchase for the items you got, it donates to our center right on the spot. And finally, we are now in the midst of this yearly June gloom. But please rest assured that our summer sun will be arriving real soon. And that's it for I can only hope she inspires you as much as she inspires. I'm happy to remind you all that she is my good wife, and I've loved her and admired her for more than half my life. So thanks again for being here today, and I'm stepping down now because that's all I have to say. Thank you.
From the day that we were born, Mom hugged us with warmth, and we grew because we knew we had all your support. From the fams to the friends, your love was medicine, keep giving us the strength to rise when we would sin, and the knowledge that we gained through every single mistake. But you never backed down through this, you taught me faith. Every single one of you, through being you, you do find a way to spread love, truth through me and you. And it's because of you I grew, because of you I flew, because of you I made it through without residue. Because of you we all have a home to come to. You're a blessing to us all, so keep just being you. To my people, yeah, you're my soul, you're my roots, you're my family, my life, and my truth. To my people, yeah, everybody, every being, every life, every moment, everything. To my people, yeah, you're my God, you're my soul, you're the one that pushes me to help me grow. To my people, yeah, I bow down to your heart of gold, yeah.
First of the universe, the infinite, the all. Kacha, Allah, whatever name you call. Then I think the ancestors, yes, our predecessors. The wisdom and the knowledge that they passed only bless us. Shot the Marcus Garvey, MLK, Malcolm Gandhi, Bob Marley, Michael Jackson, Tupac, they remind me. The power of the pen, the music and the voice. Everything we've done, let me know I have a choice. Now for my people, mom, pop, sister, brother, best friend, acquaintance, lover, co-worker, even if I don't know you, but the good that you do helps me see my way through. Service space, thank you, sharing all the good.
To my people, yeah, you're my soul, you're my roots, you're my family, my life, and my truth. To my people, yeah, everybody, every being, every life, every moment, everything. To my people, yeah, you're my God, you're my soul, you're the one that pushes me to help me grow. To my people, yeah, I bow down to your heart of gold, yeah. When I close my to laugh, they talk to love, you go to hug when push comes to shove. Turn the cheek, forgive, walk away. Tomorrow is another day. Life is short, helping hands, they say, are holier than the ones who say. To my people, yeah, you're my soul, you're my roots, you're my family, my life, you're my truth. To my people, yeah, everybody, every being, every life, every moment, everything. To my people, yeah, you're my God, you're my soul, you're the one that pushes me, that helps me go. To my people, yeah, I bow down to your heart of gold. To my people, yeah, you're my soul, you're my roots, you're my family, my life, and my truth. To my people, yeah, everybody, every being, every life, every moment, everything. To my people, yeah, you're my God, you're my soul, you're the one that pushes me, that helps me go. To my people, yeah, I bow down to your heart of gold. To my people. I bow down to your heart of gold.
Hip hop saves lives. All right. Good morning, everybody. We are a praying church, and we have practitioners in this wonderful church. We have ministers who are practitioners. Reverend Kelly is here today. We have Reverend Pam Gagan. We have Reverend Lynn Chaplin. And our lead practitioner, of course, is Miss Pamela Bailey. And our practitioners are Marcia Beebe, Shirley Berman, Donna Butler, Pauline Pancake, and our token testosterone, Buzz Noe. I guess that one's getting old. Today, Dr. Sue is talking about the body electric, and I'd like to talk briefly about the wisdom and the intelligence in our bodies, the perfection that is our bodies, just as they are. So everyone sitting here in this sanctuary is sitting inside a absolutely wonderful, useful body at whatever stage it is useful and valuable to us. At the intelligence and the wisdom in our bodies. There's a function. I mean, every nanosecond I can experience something new happening in my body. Our bodies are always active. There's always something going on. When I was a kid, I was age 4, my mom took me to church, and she put me in dance class. And so I've told this story before. I loved dancing so much I couldn't stop dancing, and it was natural to me to just always be moving. And I loved the mantra in Sunday school, which was, "There's not a spot where God is not." So I went home from church one day and I was dancing. "There's not a spot where God is not. There's not a spot where God is not." And I danced all over the house. There's not a spot where God is not. That was my experience of my body. A dancer's experience of spirituality and the usefulness of our body. It's how I expressed my body. So I only have one quote for you today because it's long, and it's by Martha Graham, who was a wonderful, wonderful expressive pioneer in dance, modern dance as expressed God as modern dance expressed through Martha Graham was an incredible experience. It was a new way of moving. I studied modern dance with one of her constituents, Martha Cornick, and so I did get to study the Martha Graham technique with this woman. And so although she's talking about a number of things in this quote, I think most certainly she's talking about the mind-body connection. There is a vitality, a life force, an energy, a quickening that is translated through you into action. And because there is only one of you in all of time, this expression is unique. And if you block it, it will never exist through any other medium, and it will be lost, and the world will not have it. It is not your business to determine how good it is, nor how valuable, nor how it compares with other expressions. It is your business to keep it yours clearly and directly, to keep the channel open. You do not even have to believe in yourself or your work. You have to keep yourself open and aware to the urges that motivate you. Keep the channel open. No artist is pleased. There is no satisfaction, whatever, at any time. There is only a queer, divine dissatisfaction, a blessed unrest that keeps us marching and makes us more alive than others. And that is Martha Graham. And I think most certainly she's talking about her relationship with body and dance and her expressiveness. And we use them beautifully, all of us, every day. So let's have a brief treatment, shall we? Let's close our eyes, please. And I know with absolute certainty that there is one power. This power is God. And there is one life, this life of God. And I know with equal certainty that I'm one with this power. I am one. I'm expressing and experiencing the life of God through and by means of my body today. Today is the day to express appreciation and love for my body. As it brought me here this morning, as it made toast this morning, as it wrote notes in my talk this morning, my body was busy expressing God by means of me. So I step forward now on this day, knowing that I'm the divine individualized expression of God, and that my body has brought me here to experience and express, to give, to share, to laugh, to speak. I love my body. I'm grateful for it. I'm grateful for all that it does for me. It's useful. I decorate my body with clothes to show how much I appreciate it, and I appreciate others. I'm so grateful for these truths of oneness with Source and oneness with my own body that I appreciate and take care of and love. And I release these truths into the law of mind. I allow divine mind to take care of the details while I enjoy my beautiful, expressive, useful body. And together we say, and so it is. And so it is time for me to introduce something and or someone. So I'm going to say Ryan Kimmery. Yes, I was right. Hi, Rye.
How you guys doing? All right. So, I tried to choose a song that was on theme today. It's a song I haven't played before, and I'm actually going to put it on top of a rhythm that I've been working on for my own song. So this is going to be a little mashup of original and also somebody else's, so it should be fun. Can I get a little more volume on this mic, Marcia? Mic 5? Let me tune it real quick. Let's have fun with this. Let the fires burn tonight. Let the jugs of wine get drunk. Let the truth be known tonight. Don't go letting yourself hide. Go and sing to the mountains. Go and sing to the moon. Go and sing to just about everything. 'Cause everything is you. Listen to the rhythm. Of your heart play like a drum. And listen to the nightfall. Sing songs of all around. Go and sing to the mountains. Go and sing to the moon. Go and sing to just about everything. 'Cause everything is you. Go and sing to the mountains. Go and sing to the moon. Go and sing to just about everything. 'Cause everything is you. Everything is you. Everything is you. Thank you.
I understood your words. What was the mashup music part?
Oh, I wrote the guitar part underneath.
Oh, it's great. It's great. Now, the reason I'm up here is because I'm Dr. Sue's roadie, and I want to make sure her microphone is disinfected before I introduce her body that is always electric and always on purpose and exciting. And so without further ado, here's our Dr. Sue.
And I thank you. So thank you, Ryan. You know, I thought that was a direct message to me. Sing to the mountain, sing to everything, but please don't sing to people. But I don't think that was it. So, welcome everybody here, there, and all over. It's good to see y'all. So, first of all, let's get one thing straight. And it's the answer to the question, are you in your body or is your body in you? How many think, it's okay, you don't have to raise your hand if you don't want to. However, how many of you think that you are in your body? How many of you know that your body is in you? What the rest of you? What are you thinking? The truth, metaphysically speaking, is your body is not roaming around somewhere outside of itself with its own directions. Your body is directly responding to who you think you are. What? What are you talking about? I'm a body. I can feel it. But how do you feel it? Do you feel it with love? Do you feel it with deep appreciation? Do you feel it with respect, as if it truly were exactly what it is, an instrument, a house for your consciousness? My body is a house for my consciousness. Would you say that with me? My body is a house for my consciousness. And I guess that's truly what Christ meant when he said that your body is the living temple of God. And that temple is what houses the way you perceive yourself. And the way you perceive yourself is your degree of awareness that yourself is an incarnation of that most highly and holy divine one. So Walt Whitman, in part of his Leaves of Grass, incorporated a section called I Sing the Body Electric. That's part of his work. And what that is, it's a love song to the purpose of our body. Got to stay away from that part. I am within perimeter, so if you see me because it's harder to hit a moving target, they tell me. So it's a love song, and the love song is really devoted to the soul or the spirit that indwells us, and based upon how we perceive that, is it whole? Is it complete? Is it love? Is it creativity? Is it dynamically, electrically magnetized by the energy of my thought? Yes, yes, and yes. Because everything that's happening, I think long ago, Abraham Lincoln said, my face is a biography of my life. Every line, every wrinkle, every glowing smile, the smile behind the eyes, which we have known for a long time, is the windows of the soul. It's all a reflection of how I'm feeling. And particularly with wearing masks the way we have, the eyes are still very reflective of the whole mood and tone of the emotions. So let's fast forward from the days of, don't you know that you are the temple of living God? And don't you know that your soul and your spirit are the indwelling, invisible forces that produce the state of your body from moment to moment, and yet there most certainly is an autonomic intelligence deep within that keeps things rolling so that even as we sleep at night, the blood is circulating, the heart is beating, we are breathing, the lungs are functioning. So there is that. I was watching a webinar from some allopaths, very deeply related to homeopaths and naturopaths. And they were describing that the brain, the cell, and the skin all contain the same cells, that literally our whole system is really a highway, that what we are thinking, what we are feeling, the very prevalent tone of how we perceive ourselves as mere mortals, subject to all the frailties of life, victims of circumstances, or do I know that my body in many cells are already regenerating? What would happen if I kept thanking them for regenerating and increasing my awareness that the intelligence that is contained within, through, and as the mind of God as me is the origin of the brain? The brain is simply an instrument of mind, of universal mind and infinite intelligence. And therefore, that which we are is simply always revealing how much do I know about myself as an individualized expression of pure spirit, universal intelligence. And so this pathway they were describing with all the technical terminology, you know, and the body, as we know, is its own pharmacy. I mean, literally, we don't need any pharmaceuticals, not to say go home and throw out all your medicine. But literally, if you're feeling high, the serotonin feeds. If you're depressed and anxious, the whole parasympathetic system is altered. And if you're feeling depressed, your actions, your movements, your posture, your persuasion of telling your body that it's lovely and beautiful isn't going to work, because there's always that fine line. I've got to feel what I say. I've got to embody with the fullness of my mind, heart, soul, and being that which I proclaim when I say, God is all there is, and God and I are one. Would you repeat that with me? God is all there is, and God and I are one. Now, you know and I know that can be said, and the words in and of themselves are not the message. It's as Abraham of Esther and Jerry Hicks would describe. There's got to be a unity between what I declare with my linear sense or my conscious awareness of God. There's got to be a balance with that word that I speak being compatible to a feeling of energization, so that when I say God is all there is and God and I are one, it's like, yeah, that's true. And so the mood, and certainly are we not affected in mood, in tone, in emotion, in feelings with everything that's happening? And yet how you feel about that predicts what you will do about it. The people who were marching throughout the country yesterday saying, enough, let's put some gun safety into effect here. How many more mass shootings do we need? The war that, you know, it's so interesting, that body, the body of effects, the affairs of your life, business-wise, financially, creatively, all will come back to how much do I love myself. And so it's so fascinating to see, well, what's going on, by the way, in Ukraine? You know, things superimpose themselves on former things. So if I keep imposing and superimposing on my body its original beliefs of not being enough, of being ashamed of one part or another, then that will supersede and take precedence over anything I say, regardless if the words are beautiful. God is all there is, and God and I are one. What is more important is I've got to be so diligent and so repetitive in my spiritual practices that I start diffusing some of those old messages. Okay, so who comes upon the scene but a woman who studies science of mind at the New York Church of Religious Science years ago. However, when she was ready to continue formally to get her degree, so to speak, in being a minister, that wasn't happening in her locale. And so she started cultivating her own way of interpreting how that which we perceive, that opinion we have of ourselves, of our intelligence, of our capability, of our adequacy, and of the condition of our bodies, how we see that, she decided that the very core of all of that was love. Louise Hay, You Can Heal Your Life. But before that, I don't know if anyone else still has it, her first writing that deferred to the physical form, tracing it back to some metaphysical, mental, emotional causation, was a little booklet called You Can Heal Your Body. And I had that. And when I first came into ministry, that was like the Bible of ministers. Someone would come in for counseling, for spiritual counseling, and they would have a body issue. And I remember, like, surreptitiously, oh, you've got something going on with rheumatism? Oh, inflexibility, rigidity, something that shuts down. Oh, heart? Well, where is love? The love that you feel for yourself, the love that you demonstrate in your life and toward others. And yet that is not far-fetched, and she was not the first one to do that. There's a book that someone at Westlake had given me years ago called Christian Victory something, probably written by somewhat of a Christian scientist who had that equivalent mapped out, in amplified ways that Louise did, and Ernest Holmes does in his Science of Mind textbook. If you go to the section called Physical Perfection, everything that shows up physically has its origin in manifestation in a thought. A thought will always precede the body or the effect of the thinking. Everything we're looking at, and I don't know that I like that realization all the time, that everything I'm looking at, I'm looking with and through the eye of my own identity. Am I spirit, indomitable, overriding and transcending while still including the lesser ideas and yet surpassing them? That's from our old friend Judge Thomas Trord. That wonderful statement, my mind is a mind of divine operation, and he goes on to say in his very short sentences, anybody who knows not, he went on to say everything that's preceded, I'm definitely taking poetic license here, but the quote is, everything that I've ever done or thought or experienced is included in what I am now knowing, except now I am knowing more. And as much as I think I know today, tomorrow I will know more, because that is the ongoing evolutionary pattern and design of mind. And so if on their own my cells are really regenerating without any help from me, imagine what my body, what your body can do with help, with that constant reminder that, yes, time changes body. There's no question about that in the physical realm. But everything that's happening now, it's like, so how come people are living into their 80s, 90s, 100s? Something has shifted. And when it makes that total shift, then there won't be that persistent and consistent attack and violence and wars and unsafe things that really project man's inhumanity to man, because man will stop thinking of himself as mere mortal and really think, feel, and act from the realization that I am truly a divine being. And if truly my body is simply the place that spirit lives, and everything that I relate to with, of, from, and like unto spirit becomes my experience, then I can not fall prey to all of the factors and frailties and seeming diminished capacities of aging. I can consciously age, and there's certainly much of that that's available by writers, by webinars, that if I continue to know that my body is in me, and me is really the expression of I am. You know, years ago, that which represented the individualized expression of God was referred to as individuality. That was kind of a divine gold standard of who we essentially are. And that whole pattern of complete and perfect life is truly at the base of every cell, every atom, every organ, every function and system of our body temple. However, we cultivated the personality. That's why Walt Whitman loved and wrote the poem, I Sing the Body Electric, because he commented on the beauty and with poetic descriptions of the male body and the female body and sensuality and sexuality and the pleasure of the body, which was often the origin of shame. And so that's what Louise Hay brought to attention. She had what she called mirror work. Anybody remember mirror work? I remember teaching classes on You Can Heal Your Life. And the assignment was everybody brings a mirror to class. And the idea is you look at yourself in the mirror. Now, ordinarily, if I'm describing human me, I'll look with like one eye as I go to brush my teeth. And it's like if I didn't have a good night's sleep, I will be the first to point out to myself, you look a little bit tired. Or I will be very magnanimous, and if I've had a good night's sleep and a little makeup doesn't hurt, then it's like, oh, looking good today, yay. So the idea is that you looked, and rather than seeing the frailties and the objects of disarray and time, you say, I love you. I really love you. And then the assignment was, okay, when you get used to doing that, and you can really start appreciating, this is God shining out by means of me, that will be that catalyst for being able to more freely see the God in everyone else. Then the assignment was, now you are to go home, strip naked, stand before the mirror, and do the same thing. I love you. Oh, I love my face. Oh, I love my shoulders. Oh, I love my, oh, and how about, ooh, yeah. Hey, this is feeling good. So, and it's amazing how the trigger is, oh no, you know, I don't talk about that. I know what I think and feel about myself, but it's not something I'm going to say out loud. But you know and I know that the things that are subjectified and buried and suppressed and repressed within ourselves, our whole identity really, mind, body, soul, what I've accomplished, what I don't feel I've accomplished, what I still choose to reveal as that infinite, timeless, boundless being that really, through my awareness of oneness with God, can do all things and so much more. I can stop that time machine from going according to its collective, like race mind, that which Holmes referred to as the prevalent thinking of the masses, has not yet reached the point of celebrating the nature of God and the soul that reveals its grandeur and glory, because I know it and I feel it and I say it. And so the work is for spiritual practice to become not just that one thing I might do for 2.5 minutes first thing in the morning. It's got to be that resilience and total consistency that wherever I am, you know, I've shared with you that apparently I must need the repetition more than anybody else or any of you, because everything to me is a treatment. Every message I leave on the phone will include, sorry I missed you, knowing that wherever you are, God's having a fabulous time by means of you. Anything that, and if I know somebody had called me, I'm returning the call because I know they have a challenge at the moment and they're not there. Again, I know that everything is moving in a progressive unfolding pattern of divine perfection and wholeness, that all is well. And so that's it. Or you've heard my stories many times of being shopping for groceries and somebody will say, oh my God, Dr. Sue, it must be a miracle. I was going to call you. Oh, what do you need? Come with me. And we go to the vegetables or the wine, wherever the spirit is. It's everywhere. And I'll do a treatment. What's with, I've got to be in a temple, in a church, in a sanctuary, in an ashram to do prayer? Baloney. If I'm only doing it there, it's not helping. And if I'm separating my body from my mind and my spirit, it's not helping. Ram Dass used to say, look, it's great. You come into a spiritual tradition and you feel the light welling up and it's pouring out and you see gods and goddesses all around you. You're in bliss. And you still have to know your zip code. So the perfect, practical application, this stuff is designed for human consumption, for human application, for human demonstration. And so the challenge to all of you, to me, is to do the work that produces the best results. And the best thing you can ever do for your family, for yourself, for your world, for your body, for your mind, for your soul, is to free it to show you what it means to be eternally young and spiritually mature and healthy and harmonious and be a contributor to making a world that works certainly better than it's presently working. And so it is. Woo-hoo. And now, with great pleasure, we call back Ryan.
Hello again. My words did glow with the dawn of sunshine, and my tunes were played on the harp unstrung. Would you hear my voice come through the music? Would you hold it dear as it were? It's a hand-me-down. The thoughts are unbroken. Perhaps they're better left unsung. Well, I don't know. Don't really care now. Let there be song to fill the air, ripple in still water, where there is no pebble tossed, no wind to blow. Reach out your hand. If your cup be empty, if your cup is full, may it be full again. There is a spring. Let's try that again. There is a fountain
was not made by the hands of men. There is a road, no simple highway between the dawn and the dark of night, and if you go, no one may follow. That path was made for your steps alone. Those who choose to lead must follow. But if you fall, or you fall on your own, if you should stand, then who's to guide you? If I knew the way, I would take you home. If I knew the way, I'd take you home. Thank you.
First of all, just as an appearance, Rev Kelly, will you come up and read our offertory with us before we introduce Dr. Sue for the closing treatment? And hi, Tom. Hi, Nikki. Thank you. And also, Rye, did you write that? No. It's brilliant. This is Rev Kelly, and he's just going to help us do the offertory, and then we're going to call up our Reverend Dr. Sue for the closing treatment. Hit it.
Okay. So do this with us, please. Divine love blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. And so it is, and that's the way it is.
Thank you. Thank you. Dr. Reverend Sue, as they pass the baskets and music plays under, we're going to have you come back. Can you do the closing? Okay, great. Here we go. Yes. 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 I just want to tell you, all I could think of is one of those truths that have stuck with me for years, and it might have been in one of your classes. The Buddhists always say, is how you do one thing is how you do everything. And so here is to the woman that is in total integrity all the time.
Of course.
Yeah, of course.
Wait, is my halo on straight? Okay, so treating in the I am, which is God's name for everyone, for you, for me, for everything, for all of its creation. Every time you and I say I am, we know that what follows that is a description of what's going on within our consciousness, therefore, within our body and the body of our affairs. So just take these words and know they are your own words for yourself. And so right here and right now, that would help. I hug myself with appreciation and with that love, which I know is the essential nature of me, of all that is, of everyone, of everything. Whether I'm holding a microphone, it's all God. An idea that was formulated out of the mind of God. For there is only one mind. It is the mind of the universe. And I am its individualized expression because I think. And my body is an effect of what I know I am, which is an eternal being created in the spiritual image and likeness of perfection and wholeness. That which God is, I am. And my entire being is simply the vehicle that expresses and is the portal through which the invisible becomes visible. So that everywhere I go, whatever I do, what I think, say, speak, and express is all based upon the love, the intelligence, the wisdom, the creativity, spontaneity, joy, and peace that I hold so dear within my heart, within my soul, within my very being. And so as I go forth from here today, I look upon my world more kindly, with more compassion and wisdom and understanding, knowing that for there to be that paradigm shift from within, it takes everyone more and more collectively knowing that there is one life, that life is perfect, whole, and complete, that life is divine, and it is manifest through all physical forms of body and the body of all affairs, locally, globally, planetarily, universally. And so I come home, I welcome myself home, the truth of who I am, and my mind opens to greater possibilities. My mind is regenerating my body, because my body, being the temple of God, is constantly in a state of regeneration, revitalization, replenishment, and renewal. And the more I acknowledge and give thanks that this is so, it is so. And so I accept the greater life of the divine, knowing it's not just for me, it's about all. And for this and so much more than words can declare, in acceptance and gratitude, let's all say, and so it is.
And those who would like to, those who are comfortable coming up and standing together, please come up. And that was in the lineup. And who is here for the first time today? What is your name? Kathy, welcome. You can talk to any of the ministers, practitioners, or anything afterwards if you would like to know anything else about us. So, but welcome. We're happy you're here. Thank you for joining. Anybody else new today? No. Okay. Well, welcome, you old timers. Come on up as we close. Oh, of course. That's Watson the whole time, Dr. Yeah. So as we close today, knowing God is, I am, and we're going to sing the peace song. Please stand if comfortable as we sing the peace song.
Something wonderful is happening to me right now. I know it in my mind. I feel it in my body. I see it in my life.